As the State Little League Tournament gets ready to come to a close, we reflect a little bit today during a special Dave Day with Standard Speaker Sports Editor Dave Seaman, SSPTV intern Christian Smith, and myself. We'll talk about the great run from the hometown team, Valley West, describe the atmosphere at the ballpark, and yes, I'll eat more crab fries from the concession stand. Enjoy. Just getting to watch Valley West at this tournament on their home field, what was that like? And just talk about the team a bit.
I think that's like when you look decades from now, when they're rocking their kids to sleep or their grandkids to sleep, or they're maybe at a reunion here at Whispering Willows Park watching grandkids play a ball game or something like that. They're going to say, remember when I played there? They're not going to remember like what ball squirted through their legs, or which home run they gave up, or whatever, or if they struck out with the bases loaded. They're not going to remember that. They're going to remember this atmosphere here. This atmosphere was electric. It's been electric all week, and starting on Saturday when Valley West took the field, that had to be every kid's dream come true when they were introduced to the howling masses down here, Whispering Willows, and getting that roar, and then hearing their walk-up music. I mean, how many Little Leaguers have walk-up music? And to hear their names introduced, and to do it with their buddies, because everybody else got to experience, and only that group of 12 to 15 players and coaches are going to know what that feeling was like, that exact feeling. I mean, it's a whole charge for the town, but for the players themselves, it's a lifelong memory.
Dave, you mentioned walk-up music. I will admit this. I sit in my car sometimes and a song comes on and I think this would be my walk-up song. And I think about what it would be like going to the plate. And as always, a terrible baseball player, I've always wanted to hit a home run too. If I could do anything in any sport, I would want to hit a home run. And how about day one of the tournament? Christian, we were here for that game. Mikey Ballay comes up to bat and just hits a home run out of here for the home team. It was electric. That moment, I'll always remember that, what it felt like. I've been to Penn State games, not saying it was rivaling the sound of Beaver Stadium, but it was loud down here in the Valley. What stood out to you? You've watched this team for a few games. You've covered them through the Section 6 tournament, actually, and here at the state tournament. What are you going to take away remembering about this Valley West team?
Just how hard they fought all the way through. I mean, all the way through districts in the sectionals, and then here in the state tournament, they fought, and they went down swinging. And just seeing them out there, truly making all of us proud here in the area, that's what I'm going to remember most.
Dave, you mentioned, listen, these kids might not remember the score. They might say, oh, hey, we lost this game. In the game, Valley West went out and they had back-to-back home runs, and they came from Christopher Kennelly, Logan Harity, and Jaden Harmon. I was taken back by an interview we did earlier. Every day at the Players Village, there's food there after every game. It's donated by local restaurants. One of the volunteers told me, one of the committee members for the state tournament said, these local businesses have been through a lot with the pandemic, but they're still giving to us. They still want to help out. Dave, what have you seen through all of that while you've been here at the tournament?
Just a lot of heart. I mean, these businesses have heart, and they have a lot of, again, go back to the word pride. It's not just pride in playing the game, but supporting the game too. And when you have that kind of support coming from the community, coming from parents, people that don't even have family members playing Little League or affiliated with Little League, they're stepping up too. And like you said, the other leagues, neighboring leagues too. How about the umpires coming up from the southern part of the district, of District 18? They've come up here. They've given their time too, and they do a tremendous job too. And umpires, the scorekeepers, and it's a team effort. It's an overstated cliche, but to get something like this to work, you need everybody to be all on the same page. You need great leadership, and they have had tremendous leadership from Danny Zola and all the staff, all the volunteers. And, it's a shame that this only happens once every, say, 20 years in our area, because it's something you'd like to see. But I think that's what made this so special, that it was an occasion, and coming on off the heels of COVID, too. I think it's a shot in the arm that we all needed.
How about you, as you got to cover some of the games and see some of the teams from outside of our area?
I'm impressed with the poise. I mean, Greater Pittston area, who came in here very highly touted, one of the favorites, if there is such a thing in this kind of tournament, came in here with a big reputation and everything. Valley West was up 7-2 in the fourth inning. I'm sure that team hasn't been in a situation like that before in district or sectional play. They fall behind 7-2, and instead of packing it in, they kicked it in. They found another gear. They were able to come back. But both teams, Valley West came back. They made a little rally there. Even like we talked about the game and that Valley West was eliminated against Hepburn-Lycoming. They showed their poise and their pride too by getting down 7-2 and then hitting 3 consecutive home runs. Who knows? You get one more hit, another home run, all of a sudden we're tied, and this place is electric all over again.
I want to finish with just a few more thoughts. One is we did an interview with Danny Zola, the league president here. Christian, you interviewed him, and he mentioned how special it was to see the kids from both teams after a game go up and start playing basketball together. Like, it was just like, okay, someone won, someone lost, but let's go have more fun together. The true spirit of Little League Baseball.
Today's news feature is brought to you by the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott. Need to relax? Book a stay at our indoor pool and dry sauna. Call the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott at 570-453-0300.